and he's hovering and I'm trying to take the layer of Spanx off and now I'm nude and crazy. And he's like, he's hovering and I'm like, hey, you want to give me a minute? I'm trying to like figure out my undergarments here. Hey guys, welcome to the official YouTube page for Calm Down with Erin and Charissa. This is where you can watch all of our ridiculous conversations and fun interviews.
We have full shows. We've got pre-games, anything and everything that you guys could want. But first, you're going to have to subscribe. Just hit subscribe right there and you're good to go.
And now you can calm down with us.
Yep. Can you tell that we're reading this off a script? We hope so. All right. We need to calm down and wrap this bad boy up. Press subscribe. Thanks for listening.
Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio.
Hello. Meow. Meow. You have great hooded sweatshirts.
This is from Abercrombie. I'm really into it. They kind of gave a little free thing at the Super Bowl, and I love it. But it's kind of cutting me off, so I got to like prop it up, you know? Like I needed to prop myself up when I saw you this weekend. We'll get into that.
Welcome everybody to the Calm Down podcast. Erin and I had a meltdown. It was simultaneous with one another. Thank God. Misery loves company. I don't brush my hair anymore.
Stupid.
So there's that. I really don't brush my hair. In fact, Steve said the other day, "Are you going to brush your hair?" And I was like, I really don't, because I just use my fingers and run my fingers through my hair. All right, you guys, what are we in? We're in March. Oh my God, adorable. We are in March. It's our off season, but we have a lot of things also going on at all times, like me trying to get the heat to work in this place that I'm at.
Oh my God.
Jimmy Johnson was retired. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Erin's project that she's working on. She wants some help. I'm not even sure what that's about, but we look forward to that. Erin and I talked off camera when we were together the past couple of days about Alex Earl and our affinity for her post that she did and exposing acne and the whole thing. So we'll discuss that. What else we got, girl?
Well, we alluded to it earlier, trying to do our own makeup and get ready. Look, I get it. This sounds self-centered, but we both had a meltdown about it. And I think it's a funny conversation because there are a lot of women now, according to these videos that I try to watch to help myself, that can do this and have great tricks. And I am a massive failure with it. And I want to talk a little bit about it. You got a new therapist. I need to go back. That's something I think we should talk about. I love that. And getting appointments done in the off season. I have started that. I went to a dermatologist. I got a skin check. I am working on a little situation above my lip. I want to convince you to go. This is the time of year I always try to get stuff done, but there is such a massive fear when doing all this because I don't want to hear any bad news, you know?
No, but I also want to do an elective procedure. And then I feel like they're always like, well, the downtime is 4 to 6 weeks. And not trying to sound so busy, but there isn't a 4 to 6 window. So then all of a sudden I'm like, I'm going to be 80 years old by the time I get the elective facelift that I want. All right. So let's start with our friend, our now former colleague. I hate saying that.
I know.
Coach Jimmy Johnson, the Hall of Fame coach Jimmy Johnson, announced his retirement on Monday from Fox after 30, what years are we at? I think we're 28, maybe, because Jimmy came, so Terry and Howie were the first, so that's 32 years. So we'll look it up. Or Ryan, let us know how many years. I want to say it's 28, but either way, an unbelievable broadcasting career after his Hall of Fame coaching career. I want us each to say a highlight about Jimmy. I'll start by saying Jimmy has a way of just making everyone feel like they belong. His ability to walk into any room, the speeches he gave over all the years were unbelievable. His storytelling, you guys, you're like, he's just, there's a reason he was a coach, but he had he still does. He has an infectious personality. And I found this video of him and I a couple years ago dancing on set. And I posted it. That is like a microcosm of who he is. He's just the absolute best. And I love him dearly and I will miss him. And I'm actually going to go see him this off season down in Florida to spend some time with him. But I just love him so much. So I'm going to miss him on Sundays.
Wait, you are? Why am I not invited?
Yeah, you're always invited.
What are you guys doing? You're going fishing?
We're going fishing.
Aw, Charissa.
Yeah.
He's the
Sweet.
best. He is, I kind of was wondering if this was going to happen because we talked about our setup for Super Bowl, and we had a great like meeting room area, well, a whole section of a meeting room with all, it was like kind of a common area and then all these rooms. And Coach was there like every day, all day. I mean, I was doing fittings. I was trying on my Super Bowl outfit. I was running in, running out, and I'll never forget this. I won't ever forget this. This isn't my Jimmy story, but it's what I'm going to tell. So he was getting ready to go sit down with Andy Reid for his Super Bowl feature. And I walked in and I was like, hey, Coach. And I think we were all kind of breathing fire. Did we all go out? What were we doing? Or was this the day after we filmed Lady Gaga? Something was going on. And I was like, hey, Coach, what are you doing? He goes, well, I'm getting ready to go sit down with Andy Reid. Erin, if you had one question for Andy Reid, what would it be? And I was like, the fact you're asking me this is so sweet. You are absolutely right. You hit the head on the, did you hit the head on
nail
the
on the head?
Nail. You hit the nail on the hose. He just makes everyone feel part of the team. He makes everyone feel like they belong. I'm so grateful for that. I just put it up on my Instagram that one of my favorite things about Coach is those check-ins during the break before they're about to throw it to you for your feature.
Good.
And they're all like goofy kids. They're like, hey, girl. And they all want to say hi, and they're doing it at the same time. And Coach is always like, I love the outfit. What's the weather like out there? It's like my hair is like blowing. Or what's the crowd doing? You know, like, I adore him. And it doesn't feel real. It won't really feel real until we, kick off this season. But we love you, Coach. You're so amazing. I have a feeling he'll come back every now and then, don't you?
I hope so. Jimmy is forever a family member of Fox. And I think, and Ryan told us it is 31 years, which is incredible. But on the Colin Cowherd show where he announced his retirement on Monday, he said that even with all of the incredible teams that he coached and the national championships and the Super Bowls, that Fox was his number one and like the most fun that he's ever had in his career. And I think that just tells you everything you need to know about being a part of Fox. So, Coach, we love you. Enjoy retirement. I can't wait to go fishing with you. And obviously, you never need an invite back to any of our shows. We love you. We love you. We love you.
He is so sweet. And that hair always looks so damn good.
Oh my God.
All the time.
That hair. Exactly. Oh my God. Yes. His hair.
And I'll say this about Coach. He wore a suit well, like wears a suit well. He's, but he does. Like he just always looks so dapper and he's also, just great.
Last thing I'll say, fun fact about Coach, because I love music on the set in the morning. Like I need to wake people up. It is 7:00 in the morning. We got to like get in the mix.
Yeah.
So like I always ask the guys, like, what was the pregame music you listen to when you were a player? What do you want right now? Like just like different vibes. I mean, this could go from like 50 Cent to Boys to Men to whatever. Coach walks on the set one day and I go, Coach, what's your pump up music? What do you want to listen to? He goes, Celine Dion. I go, what? He goes, love Celine Dion. Listen to her all the time. I go, that's your pump up music? He goes, yeah, that or Andre Bocelli. I go, wow, what a Renaissance man you are, Coach. Celine Dion and Andre Bocelli, my man.
He also taught me you can open a Heineken with your Super Bowl ring.
Shut up. That's amazing.
He didn't have a beer opener, so he showed me. He goes, well, I got one right here. And I showed him, this was actually at our Super Bowl this year. I showed him a picture of my first NFC championship. I worked with Fox. We didn't have the Super Bowl that year. And I said, Coach, look, this is the picture of when you showed me how you could do it. And he goes, yep. And I'm going to do it tonight too.
It's so good.
He's the best.
I hope he's having a 6-pack of Heineken Light right now, his favorite drink of choice. We love you, Coach. So
love you.
That's big news. Okay, so this past weekend, we were together.
Speaking of not wearing a suit, me.
Okay, you're ridiculous. Kelly Stafford had a wonderful infertility charity that Chosen Infertility that she's a part of. We know how much it means to you, and she's done an incredible job giving back into that community. So we were happy to go and support her. But this is classic. So Erin and I, we're going to go together. And it turns into like, okay, well, what are you going to wear? Because it's like semi-formal. You don't want to be too formal, but you don't want to like not show up and make an effort.
Cocktail and black tie are so difficult to get ready for. And I'm sorry, like it just is. I have interview sideline or yoga pants. That's what I know what to get ready for, you know?
Totally. So Erin on the text chain, she goes, I'm wearing, just refer to Jalen Hurts NFC Championship interview. To which I went on her Instagram and I was like, what was that? And I was like, oh, that's great. But yeah, I'm with you. I don't like, this is our thing. And this is, I'm going to preface all this. Erin and I are
sound like bitches.
Yes, exactly. Erin and I are so lucky that we have a job where someone can get us dressed. Someone tells us just what to wear. This is going to look great. Put that on.
By the way, we
should.
If we're on national television with the millions of people watching, there should be someone that does it because you don't want me going on. Well, actually, we've seen footage of that. Cut to ESPN. We've seen footage of when I dress myself and do my own hair and think that weave looks good. We don't want that.
Hire the professionals. Erin has taught me a lot of things in this industry. Number one is you pay for what you get. Like there's a lot of times I'm just like, I don't want to pay for that. I don't want to pay for that. And it's true. Like you do
get
need to
out
alter.
Of it. You get out of it what you put into it.
You got to alter your freaking outfits. You got to spend the money on hair and makeup. Like, okay. So we are very, very fortunate.
Grateful.
Exactly. And that said, I don't even brush my hair, obviously, when I'm not on television. I don't like doing my hair. I don't like doing my makeup. There's a reason I've taken my extensions out. There's a reason I've taken my fake eyelashes off, my fake nails, all of it just because I don't want the upkeep of any of it when it's off season. So then trying to get ready and look presentable, I end up putting on so much makeup. It looks like Mac did my makeup. And I don't mean the brand. I don't mean the brand Mac. I mean your child. It's like, here's a crayon. Just start putting on. So Erin and I both had these moments where we're like, we're not good at this. So cue up all of our professional friends that do these things. We need tips and tricks. Jamie, Dominique, Jillian, whoever. How do we get ready on our own? Kylie.
I'm going to see Jamie and Kylie tomorrow and I need some tips. I just am blown away at the women on Instagram and TikTok that do all these things and then the powder and then the thing here. Like I do it and I think it looks great. And then I see a picture and I'm like, hey. My other thing is I'm going through a real situation with this hair right now. I have damaged it incredibly. There are broken pieces. What I thought was frizz the other night at Kelly's event. No, that's just broken hair. I don't know if it's because I slicked it back so much and then maybe I combed through it that I was slicking it back with a bad product.
I don't see the broken stuff, but really?
God, it's awful. I now have a new set of bangs. All of this is all broken. And it's not like I'm over processed because I don't do my hair that much. I am just going to do the grays and then let this kind of calm down. But I do know it's like the styling that we do a lot of. The heat is I've just never had my hair in this bad a shape. So cut to the event this weekend and I was trying to do it. And my sweet husband came home from golfing and he wanted to just be with us 6. And he came back and I'm like having a full-blown meltdown in the bathroom. And he's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I look like shit. I look like shit. And he goes, I'm like, this is why I don't get myself ready. Because I look, and he's like, okay, what can I do? And like, he had picked my outfit. He wanted me to wear this dress because I don't wear dresses often. He's like, yeah, that looks so good.
You should though. You look great in a dress or that skirt that you wore it was a different interview. You wore that skirt. Was it Saquon? Or the dress too for the Jordan Love interview.
Again, I'm good when someone plans it all out. Mm-hmm. And then I tried to, that was for an interview I did, this dress I had on and I put it on. I'm like, this bra and I've got like a sports bra. Like I need my boobs. Like it's just, he was like, and then God love him. And he's so helpful. He is so helpful. He's like, well, like just let me, cause I got my Spanx on and my Spanx look weird and I've got a 4 boob situation here. And I'm like, this doesn't work. I don't know where the bra was that I wore this outfit with. And my man just wants to know, hey, so when do I tell the Uber to get us? Like, because, and so he's like hovering and he's hovering and I'm trying to take the layer of Spanx off and now I'm nude and crazy. And he's like, he's hovering and I'm like, hey, you want to give me a minute? I'm trying to like figure out my undergarments here. And like, he hasn't done anything wrong. And we get in the car and then he's like, I know he's so afraid to tell me the Uber's there. I know it because I can feel it. He's like, hey, no pressure, but the Uber's here. I can hold him for a bit. And I'm not even ready because I'm not happy with what I've done. So now you know this better than anyone. I'm packing an overnight bag to your house.
Yeah.
I'm packing an overnight bag with the serum, the fucking hairspray, all the makeup. And we show up at your house and I couldn't stop talking about the overnight bag. I'm like, I've got an overnight bag and I need to fix how ugly I look.
No, four things that I need to expand upon in this. So this moment where it's like I don't plan ahead with these outfits because I'm like, I'll just find something. Like I'm sure there's something in there that works. Well, then I get in there and I'm like, the something that I thought was hanging is nowhere to be found. Now I can't find the piece that goes under the other something, and now I'm in my bathing suit drawer looking for the undergarment that's supposed to go underneath the dress because I'm like, maybe someone thought this was a bathing suit cover up and they put it away. I don't know what's going on. So now I'm in Steve's drawer. I'm looking for all this stuff. And now there's just the dry cleaning has been ripped open. The hangers are all over the place.
It looks like a bomb went off in your house. And you're like,
it looks like
this is crazy. If like a robber comes in, they're going to be appalled.
And I'm like,
or like we die and someone has to come pick our outfit out for our funeral. They're going to be like, these people are slobs.
Slobs. Exactly. Well, the funeral outfit, I should just hang that up and be like, for my funeral. So no one has to think
where the
about
undergarments are in the bathing suit drawer.
But that brings me to the part where you say to Jared, can you give me a minute? There is nothing I hate. And I know he wasn't doing this. The hovering. I don't need you. I don't need, this is Steve has definitely learned very early on. I don't want you around when I'm getting ready because I don't want you saying after I've tried on the 5th dress, being like, wait, I like that first one better. I'm not asking you. You're not a part of this process. And then so Steve's very good about, he just goes downstairs. And then he's like, he'll yell up from downstairs, you got 10 minutes. And I'm like, okay. Or like, time check, you got 15 minutes, whatever. Oh, Willie. Okay. So the other night, we went on a date night, but this is the night before we went out on our thing. I'm like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try something new with the makeup. I've been watching the tutorials because I do.
You didn't tell me this.
I get suckered in. Yeah, I get suckered in where it's like, I'll tell you why I never told you this, because it didn't make it past the date night. So I'm up there and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try this cat eye thing. I think I can do it. I watched the tutorial where you just draw one straight line up and then just do one little line over. So it shouldn't be that hard. I nailed this eye. Like got it in 2 seconds. I was like, oh, oh my God, this is so easy. Great. I've always wanted to do a cat eye.
Oh no.
I move over to this one. I can't get it. The flappy skin is in the way of this one. We're trying to hold it up. So now we've just got a Sharpie that's like this big black mark here. So now I'm getting the toilet paper and I'm wiping it off. Now it looks like I have a black eye. Now we're rubbing the whole thing. Now I'm like, God damn it. I don't want to have to take it off this side because this side isn't working. So I'm going to keep trying. Steve goes, are you okay up there? I mean, I was up there for like 20 minutes. Okay. I finally walked downstairs and he goes, what's wrong? And I was like, I tried something new. And he's like, yeah, were you crying? At this point, like my face is red, the makeup's rubbed. And I go, this is why we can't get ready to go out.
No.
Babe, I don't need you to get ready to go out. And I'm like, no, but I want to be the like hot girl that's like goes out with her boyfriend. And it's like, I'm going to put on like a sexy dress and I'm going to do something like fun underneath. So then it's like, when we're at dinner, I'm like, hey, guess what I have on underneath here? No, I forfeited the whole thing. Because at that point, I was just pissed off I couldn't do the fucking makeup.
Yeah.
So that's why the next night when we had our thing, I said, I'm not even trying anything. I put my hair half up. It was a half black. Steve goes, hey, your hair's like all dark underneath. I was like, yeah, I know. Because I haven't done it under there. I don't care. He goes, but it's like brown under there. And I was like, okay, enough. Don't care. Just mailing it in. I tried. It didn't work. Can't do a cat eye. Over it.
This is, I agree. This is when, to the point I screamed, this is why I don't go out anywhere. and I do love it because I can see Steve like trying to figure out, do you want me to come in? Do you want me to help you unzip the dress? Do you need me to help me? And then how about this? When they are helping you zip and like I'm annoyed and I've got the extensions in and he's like, hey, I need you to hold your hair up. No, just push it over to the side. You fucking move it.
How about when I put the hand chain on? Because I'm like, you know what I'm going to do? This is before the cat eye.
Hand chain and cat eye? Are you in like a Def Leppard video? What's going on? This is wild.
Like, organizing my jewelry and I was like, oh my God, I forgot about this really pretty hand chain. So I'm going to put that on. Well, I can't put it on by myself. It's like one of those ones that you have to have somebody else help you.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, can you come up here and help me with this? His big pause. He's like, it's like a really fragile chain. And so because he's not doing it. Yeah. I'm like, you have to do this. So now 5 minutes of attempting to put on the fucking hand chain. I'm like, forget it. I'll just do it myself. And he's like, fine, I won't even try to help you. And I'm like, these poor guys, I swear to God.
I know.
Because here's the thing. We have the best of intentions when we start the night. Again, like I said, I'm going to be cute. I'm going to be sexy. I'm going to try something new. Then I'm discouraged and I'm frustrated. And now I don't even want to go out on the date that I'm supposed to be taking him on to celebrate him. And he's great. And now he's like, why am I with this chick? And make that a headline, New York Post. I'm just like, I just can't. I want someone to teach me how to do my makeup and make it easy because these tutorials make it seem like they're so easy. It's not easy.
I wouldn't know the proper eyeliner coverage, or color to save my life. I don't know what it is. I had one brand that someone recommended and the deal comes out all the time and now it's all over my bag. The color I liked from a certain company has now been discontinued. I have no clue how to apply it. I think I put sparkles on today. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know an eyebrow brush. I know nothing. I don't know how to do this.
It's bad. And
it's getting bad.
I will say,
and I'm getting older.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. That skin, I don't think that this cat eye is made for this eye that has flaps of skin going over it. And then I'm like, do I need that upper left surgery? Yeah, I do. But then 4 to 6 weeks downtime. Don't have it. You know what I mean? Hey, speaking of tutorials, I got caught in the Alex Earl tutorial for her doing her makeup. And we want to give a shout out to Alex Earl right now. As somebody who has suffered from acne my entire life, up until, I don't know, even still, we have breakouts. But like my skin's finally gotten to the point where I'm like, it's manageable. But I love, Alex, if you're listening, I hope you are. I commend you for being so honest about your skin, your breakouts, it not being perfect, that you do the best that you can. You're working with your dermatologist, but you are just such, I mean this and not trying to be cheesy. You are very inspirational to people because I remember so many times I would just not go out. I mean, I wouldn't go out then because of my acne. And I was so embarrassed of it. And I wouldn't want to go out until it was dark so people couldn't see. And it's like, it's hard to put yourself out there and then have people criticize you. So good for you. I commend you for doing that. And I feel you. I also wrote on your page, try spirulactone because spirulactone really helped me. A dermatologist in Nashville changed my whole life. I have high testosterone, weird. And it totally cleared up my face. So if maybe consult with your dermatologist, maybe spirulactone is right for you. But I really commend you for doing that. So good for you.
It was a great look. We both brought it up to each other just candidly. Like, hey, did you see this? Oh my God, I saw it. It was so great. Speaking of that, and this goes along with, it's our off season. We're trying to get all these, appointments in. I'm actually partnering up with an organization to promote, like, people are afraid to go to the doctor because they don't want bad news. People are afraid to get checkups. Just a random checkup is how I found out I had cervical cancer. Unfortunately, you need to go to the doctor so your problem doesn't get worse if you even have one. I now go get mammograms like every 6 months because I am so paranoid about what I went through with cervical cancer. And I just feel like you're hearing more and more about breast cancer and so forth. And it's awful. I had a moment where I had to go back for a checkup and I literally had a panic attack in the office because they were making me wait. Finally, I started crying. I told the lady at the front desk, can you please just get me into a room because I'm freaking out. Yeah. And the doctor walked in and he said to me, once you've already gone through cancer, like that cherry is kind of popped, you are forever worried that something is going to get popped up. But you need to go. So I was trying to be really proactive. I was getting a facial and my facialist a couple of times had said, I think you need to go get this area looked at. It was just kind of like a tad rough, sometimes a little crusty, and sometimes had a shine on it. Also, I had a spot on my leg that my chiropractor saw. So he's like, I would have that looked at. I'm like, shit. So I went to go get a check. I made an appointment. I'm fine. But going to the appointment, I'm like, oh my God, what if I get bad news? Appointment's fine, but skin checks are not fun. You do have to get like full on the gown in the back. They are up in there. Thank God they are. Yeah. But yeah, it's anxiety.
I've never done it.
I know. And we're in the sun a lot. I'm going to make Jared go. It's really bad because you could have something. I did get something burned off my arm.
What did you feel? What did you feel? Like you mentioned the texture of the one above your lip, but like I was in the shower because then I'm doing this thing too. And I was like checking in. I was like, is it raised? Is it like a little, like what? I mean, I know they're all different.
Here's the thing. If you have any sort of question, you should go anyways. And honestly,
like,
for as much as we're in
tag?
the sun and stuff, I know you need to go. It's
Who are you
scary,
going to?
but you got to do it. I'll give you that information. He's great. But
is a dermatologist?
He's a dermatologist and also a plastic surgeon. So because I was thinking if I have to get something cut out, I want a dermatologist to do it. So I started having him look me over and I'm like, hey, I'm getting older. And he's like, well, you definitely have some brown spots on your face. And I'm like, yeah, because I stand outside in the sun for 5 to 6 hours on a certain sideline and I get blasted. So we're going to try to work on these little pigmentation things. But the one thing he goes, can I tell you something? And I said, sure. And he goes, sunscreen. And you don't think about it until you're our age and you see the damage you did to yourself.
The, what is the one that we use that, the glow, I want to say Soul Glow. It's not. Daryl from McDowell's. What's the, it's the yellow top. You
the
give
goop.
it to me. The goop. The glow screen. Glow screen. I use that. I've gotten better about that. That's like all I put on my face right.
When I go out for games, and I should have done this long before, and I'm annoyed because I did damage to myself. I need to be in 100 SPF.
Whoa.
He's like, if I'm doing a game for 4 to 5 hours, he goes, can you use an umbrella? I said, absolutely not. I would never be on the sidelines with an umbrella. He goes, you should be using 100.
Shit.
I should.
You're right. You're right.
I got to go get this shit burned off.
And it's all the stuff they tell us early on in life.
I know. And I didn't listen.
Drink water, use sunscreen. And we're like, it won't affect us. I do have to go. I need a full body check on that. And I do need a mammogram. I know.
I'm going to tell you what I got to go do.
Okay. Later?
Probably, but like, what's a colonoscopy? I feel like I'm the age. I feel like it gets lower and lower to go for one.
Guys, you know my story about my colonoscopy. When I was 19, I had one because I was trying to be so skinny and I wouldn't eat and I didn't have any fiber in my diet and I was so backed up. And then that's when the guy from community college drove me and saw me naked and the doctor thought he was my boyfriend and I then withdrew from Grossmont Community College because I never wanted to see him again because he saw me naked and he wasn't even my boyfriend. Remember that story?
I can't forget it.
Anyways, colonoscopies.
It's burned into my head like I'm going to burn these spots off.
I've had the colonic like from the spa, the Medi spas. I think they're so, I don't care. This isn't like a gross conversation like, no,
this is life. You want to make sure you don't have cancer.
It's about that stuff, like your gut health and being regular. I'm big. Sorry. I'm just saying this because AG1, 75 vitamins and minerals. And I know you love your stuff. Like it is about gut health and all of the things that you don't think about until it's too late. So I'm going to be good about that. My mammogram and my skin overview.
I think the problem with the colonoscopy that everyone has a tough experience, it's the night before. You got to kind of clean yourself out. And I think that's great though. It's pretty tough.
Not great. Yeah, it's not great. But you know what it is? That's just like, eating some bad food in Mexico or something.
Sure. But also not great.
Also not great.
This goes right along with this.
Toilets?
I have a project. Toilets. I have a project I'm doing right now.
Yes.
And I FaceTimed you from this place. We were at a warehouse with a bunch of appliances and we were checking some stuff out for our new project. And our contractor had a great point. We were trying to figure out different toilets to put in the house.
Yeah.
And our contractor said, don't put a heated seat in the powder room because guests will stay in there longer.
Ew.
So true. I mean, no,
they won't.
Tinkling and you're on your phone. I love a heated seat.
Time out. No, you're not. If you're going to go over to someone's house, you're not going to just be like, hey, let me just chill on the heated seat. You would not do that.
Listen, I have a massive pet peeve with people that do more than just sit on the heated seat in a powder room. That is an absolute no-no.
We talked. Yeah,
don't let me catch you doing that in a powder room. That is crazy. Ask if there's a downstairs basement bathroom.
An
not in your powder room.
Ever. How about I had a whole breakdown though when Erin was over the other day because Erin has a thing about not using hand towels and I'm with her. Ever since she brought it up, I don't like having a towel in the powder room either for guests because it's like this, it's even if it's a brand new towel, which it was,
it's fine.
It's still like the paper napkin towel things are better, like disposable, one use and done. Well, mine is built into the wall. And so it's like, then I'd have to remove it and do a whole thing. There's no space on the side of the counter. So Erin was over the other day and she was like, I need to go to use the bathroom. And I go, God, I'm sorry, but I'm upstairs. I haven't even made it downstairs because I'm still trying to find the undergarment for the dress I'm wearing. And I just yell from upstairs, I'm sorry about the towel. It's like, even if it's your friends coming over, you're still like, I know they're like not into that. Wait.
I'm looking at a giant cobweb, by the way, in my office. That's great.
So what did you settle on? Don't get a heated seat in the...
I didn't get a heated seat for our powder room. No.
Okay.
I want one. Yeah. No.
I have a heated seat. So Steve and I don't use the same.
In your powder room?
No.
We have one in our master.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We don't just... My number one thing when Steve and I moved in, I was like, we don't share a bathroom. Like, period. End of story. Like we share, like there's like double sinks, like he can brush his teeth at night in there, but like you can shower and you can do all the other things everywhere else. I don't, again, going back to our conversation, when I'm getting ready, I don't need someone lingering. Like just go, and I don't want to share a bathroom. I need to keep like some level of like privacy. So that would be my advice for people that are working on anything having to do with bathrooms. Get a separate bathroom for your boyfriend.
Shoot,
or
there
your
was
husband.
something else with this I was going to tell you. Speaking of washcloths, I don't know. I've been all over our producer Ryan to get us a deal with them. But I don't know if I've talked to you about this. Speaking of washcloths, do you know what I'm obsessed with? And speaking of Alex Earl and her skin, this company called, and you can buy it at Target now. I get mine like on Amazon. The Clear Skin Club or Clear Skin Club towels. Okay. So they come in a big box and it's recycled towels, like not towels, but like almost like hand towelette napkins.
Okay.
And it's what you should be using to take your makeup off and to dry your face. And think about it. I started bringing them on the road because am I really going to wipe my face with a hotel towel, which we don't know where that's been?
Oh, okay. Well, I do use the washcloths in the hotel, like when I'm in the shower,
too,
because I don't like
really bad skin.
No, you don't have really bad skin. I don't like using washcloths at my own house because it's like a one and done. It's like I'm not going to wash those every single time. That just feels like a lot of laundry. Like, do you get a new towel every single time in the shower?
No.
Yeah,
but I'm not wiping my face on it.
No, so the thing about the towel for me is I will admit I'm excessive with towels. I no more than 2 times. Like and if I'm like at the ranch, it's a one time and wash because we're busy. I just don't like even coming out of the shower because it's like when you wipe off and then you still see makeup. I'm like, okay, gross. So I like the little stringent toner pad things.
Same.
I forget the brand, Dennis something, whatever that I use. The double pack thing. Okay, fine. Again, me recommended to use, once every 3 days. We're using it every day. Fine.
Sure.
But the washcloths in the hotel, I like being able to use those because then I can just leave them and I don't have to wash them. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I'm really clean after I get all the like TV makeup off. So I don't have a problem with that. I mean, you're sleeping in sheets that other people have slept in. That's the whole thing about hotels.
I know, but I don't put my face on them.
How do you not put your face on a sheet?
I bring my own Tempur-Pedic pillow with my own pillowcase. And if I like to get cozy, just like my son with his lovies, we've discussed this. I put a sweatshirt over my face.
Oh my God, I forgot that you do that.
But also,
you bring your own pillow? I thought the Tempur-Pedic was just for the airplane.
No, it's a travel pillow that I roll up. I have to for neck support. Are you insane? Also, I don't want my face on their pillows.
You don't sleep with the hotel pillows?
No.
Oh my God.
I need support mentally and emotionally.
I do too. That's why I use all 4 of the Four Seasons pillows that they provide. In fact, I
need
love them
it for my neck.
Wow, interesting. Okay.
I'm not going to lie. My mom's a really funny gift, like a great gift giver at Christmas. She gives us, like my sister and I, both like 3 sets of Victoria's Secret PJs that are like thin and like long sleeve and pants. And that's what I'm wearing to the hotels. So my body isn't fully touching the sheets.
I get that.
Yeah.
I wear sweats and a t-shirt, but
I'm not going to lie to you. I get to a Four Seasons and they're crispy. I'm touching. I love it.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute.
So
Why
cozy.
I love their pillows so much. I might not have their app, but I love their pillows so much. Part of Steve's Christmas present was the Four Seasons pillows. This guy uses 6 pillows to sleep with. I'm not kidding. 1 between the legs, 2 behind the head, 1 on the back, 1 in front.
Yeah.
I'm like, we have so many goddamn pillows here. I mean, and I love some pillows. Don't tempt me with a good time for decorative pillows. But I'm like, at night, it's like he's building a fort over on his side of the bed every night.
Do you know what I've never told you? And we were afraid we weren't going to have anything to talk about. There is a guy.
Are you guys bored yet? I am.
We have met. I will never be able to look at throw pillows the same again. He was like, let me guess, you have a lot of throw pillows. You're a female. Yeah, a ton on our bed. So many. He goes, what do you do with them at night? Throw them to the side?
Yeah.
He did too, until one night he had to get up to go to the bathroom. He tripped. He fell. He bashed his head on his nightside table, which was like expensive. What? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
whatever.
Hit it, fell back. Not only did he have a massive gash, he broke his neck.
Oh my God. This is someone I know?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think you've met him.
Broke his neck
Broke
from
his
throw
neck.
pillows?
Listen to this. His wife takes him to the emergency room. They have to transport him to like a special hospital because they were worried he was going to be paralyzed with the surgery he was getting done.
Oh my God.
All from getting up to go to the bathroom, and he tripped on throw pillows. You're never going to look at yours the same again.
I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell Steve because it's his side of the bed that has, we call it the pillow graveyard. Because I said at night, they just all go over there. That's his side. Oh my God, he better be careful. Between the, taping his mouth at night and I won't even hear him scream if he needs help. Oh
I'm done.
God.
The tape is now being flung off. He'll wake up and it's flapping on one side. I'm so done with the tape.
You guys, for those
he went and got magnetic things for his nose to like help with the breathing. It's like a magnetic thing that he ordered it from Amazon. It ended up taking a month to get there because it was coming from China.
Okay.
And he's like, God, I don't know what's going on. It's not helping. The breathe rights are better than this one. And then the tape flapping. And he's always like, God, it's my beard that's doing this.
For those of you that would like a recap, we're trying to get Jared to stop snoring. Steve uses this tape at night. It's not helping Jared. I got to go get my skin checked. I need a mammogram. Erin doesn't have a heated toilet in her powder room.
Won't have
We can't get ourselves ready.
I don't want the guests to stay.
We love Jimmy Johnson. Thank you guys for joining us.
Bye. Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio.
For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.